Good morning, boys and girls, cats and dogs. Welcome back to IchibanThug Gaming. So, today I wanted to have a quick reaction video to this new launcher called GGEM launcher. So, GGEM launcher. Now, the reason this has been highlighted is there's been a game floating around now for months. I mean, I think it all started back last year, near the end of the year, with the release trailers of Paradise, the so-called Sims/GTA style game. Now, they were saying it was going to be released on Epic Games and Steam, which it isn't. It was meant to be released on the 2nd of April, I believe. Now, I've come onto GGEM launcher. You have to download the launcher, by the way. Kind of an epic launch. Now, we come over to Paradise. And these are the, like, screenshots. You've all probably seen the trailers where they're using Unreal assets. But the funny thing is, guys, when you click install, see here, look, it's saying minutes is like what? 183,063.41 minutes minus. It doesn't install. It's not installing at all. And when you come down to say the system requirements, Intel Core i5 3000 or AMD FX 8120. Very old processors, like very, very old. 8 gig of RAM, whereas most games need 16 gig of more nowadays. The graphics cards are very old as well. I mean, to be fair, the RTX 2070 can still hold its own, I'll give it that. The game is only 40 gig. That's quite small for a so-called sandbox game that's going to be open world. So yeah, that's not installing at all. It'll go off in a minute because look, it's all in the minus. They have been getting a ton of stick currently with the lies and deceit that people believe. This game has already been labelled a scam. So it's quite a strange one. Now, when I come on to the games section, you've got Off the Grid on here for some reason, but it's got coming soon. Now, I know this was an early access, but I believe I've still got this on Steam, which is playable because I've played it. Shrapnel, it'll say play now, but when you click on this, coming soon, you've got Champions, Ascensions. Now, a lot of these games, to me, are just looking like they're clones of other games. If that makes any sense. I mean, for example, to be fair to them, this has got a better spec under the system requirements. Well, the demand of it. We've got, what's this one? Farcana. Now, let's see.
Akiko and Bushi join the arenas of Farcana together, disrupting the battlefield with, you guessed it, the power of friendship. Meanwhile, Mawadi, Sherwood, and Diana have had their abilities and gameplay redefined. The game is now more focused on abilities, thus raising the skill ceiling and demanding unparalleled teamwork and synergy. Those new abilities also synergize with new weapons designed specifically for their corresponding battlefield roles. From Diana's specialized heal gun to Bawadi's new melee weapon, each new armament promises to redefine combat. The game you knew has evolved, with increased time to kill and the frontliner role reimagined. The importance of role synergy and teamwork has never been higher. Mars awaits, a new map that brings open tactical spaces, choke points, and a new movement-focused design that adds verticality to the gameplay. The reimagined level design will force the teams into new situations and tense fights for control over the map. Dive into the new game mode, escort the payload, mode, where every step can mean the difference between victory and defeat. In this mode, the attacking team is trying to push the objective to their defender's spawn.
Right, so already it sounds like an AI voiceover, which is fine. I know a lot of people do that. But again, if you come down to the system requirements, yet again, they're using lower end and they're constantly used to be seen the same GPUs. They're suggesting AMD, and these are system requirements. It doesn't say minimum, it doesn't say, exceptional. It says just system requirements. But it's only a 10 gig game again. I mean, I don't know. Call me skeptical if you wish, but I just do not see what this launcher is all about. I mean, look, we've got card-based games with chess. So it's probably a very minimalized sort of launcher for your simpler games. I mean, there is a few launchers out there. I mean, what's this? Arena of Faith. So this is more of an Android one by the looks of it. 'Cause if you look at here, recommended Android system 8.1 and above. Recommended PC requirements is Windows 8. Windows 8, guys. Extinct. So, honestly, I'm not too sure what this launcher is. I mean, you can see at the bottom, it's still not even installed in Paradise. I mean, arguably, this game looked pretty good, to be fair. But we all know that visuals, you can make cracking visual games, so the trailers always look insane.
I got the style of Pokémon. Yeah, I got the style of Pokémon.
Now this game, Luca, the Final Frontier, I've got to say visually looks pretty good, to be honest. I mean, that gives me, kind of, how do I say it? It kind of looks a little, the backdrop is like I'm on the ship of Helldivers. Just me, just saying. So, this is obviously a space-themed multiplayer shooter that blends tactical team-based combat with dynamic solo gameplay in a vast intergalactic environments. So, I mean, it says coming soon, but there's no dates or anything. You can add it to your wish list as always. Now, the system requirements just says Windows 11, CPU i5, GPU, they've gone higher on this one, so it's an RTX 3050 Plus, so or higher. DirectX 12, which a lot of people use Vulkan now. Memory is 16 gig, so obviously they're going to demand a bit more for the gameplay, which is good to see, but storage is only 15 gig. It's not very big for a game that's going to demand quite a lot of graphics. Now obviously we've got Paradise, which we've already tried. What's this? Gangster City. Okay. So this Gangster City looks a little
balance between
like
and thieves.
a plain version of the Mafia. You know the Mafia titles?
Now, the streets run wild, waiting for its new ruler.
Now, arguably as well, guys, I do see very PS2 looking graphics. I mean, again, keep calling me a skeptic, but when you look at the screenshots, look how plain this is. I do believe Godfather on the PS2 looked a little better than that. And obviously that is quite an old game. But I guess for those of you that obviously don't want to pay the big bucks, your 50, 60 quid for certain games, but here it's stating that it's a third-person open-world game that blends AAA quality gameplay with blockchain-powered mechanics. Now, we have to remember that this is a blockchain website, and I'll put a description in what that is about. It's got a deep narrative, and a lot of these games are all running Web3 gaming. So they're all stating it's going to be AI-powered, NPCs and so on, which, to be honest, games take a long time to come out, like your Grand Theft Autos, due to the in-depth they go into the surroundings, the environment, the way cars react, the way the environment reacts, the way the NPCs, the people, even animals. For example, in GTA, you could be walking through the mountains and a mountain lion decides to attack you in GTA 5, you know. That had to be programmed to do that, and that all takes a lot of time. So, right, we'll go down to, obviously, system requirements for this. So, saying Windows 10, 11, the Intel Core i7-9 upwards. Yeah, okay, it's a bit more realistic. 16 gig of RAM. Graphics cards increase now, which is strange because the graphics don't look that great, but they're going to demand a 2070 or an AMD RX 6700 XT. Now, 50 gig of free space. This is what's a bit concerning for me. So this doesn't look that good, but it needs a lot of space. Whereas the other game that looked quite good, where are we? The Luca that looked quite good, doesn't need that much space. Look, it literally needed 15 gig. That's just mad for me. Right, so what else is on here? So these are personal recommendation. What's this? Monster Combat. What's this? Also, their player that they've got built in is very jumper, so it keeps cutting out. Is this a Pokemon clone, guys? Or tell me I'm wrong. Is it a Pokemon clone? Wow. Okay. So this game is compatible with every browser on all devices. So obviously this is probably more of a game you probably play on your iPad, or if you're kind of bored and you're on the train, I guess, but not really for me. But again, there's something for everyone. That's quite interesting as well. So egg price is $25. How to join. Okay. So a couple of YouTubers, Cyberboy being one of my favourites, shout out lad, has been covering Paradise quite a lot on the ins and outs of it, which is what drawn me to come over here to look at this GGEM website. That's another mobile game. So by the looks of this website, to be honest, I mean, what do we got here? Our news. So we've got, okay, a game changer. What's this? So it says it's a game changer. Doesn't say a lot. There's nothing to click. GGEM and Soul 451 partnership, a game changer in Web3 FPS gaming. It's a first-person shooting, right? So about the partnership, there's nothing written here that I can see properly, which is quite strange. But it seems to be showing up a bit more on my OBS, which is very strange. Okay. That is quite strange. So what's this? Play your way. Okay, so it's not doing it. Right, so guys, let me know your input These buttons are not even clickable. You've got library, which has got all the games in. Oh, hello. Is this a Fortnite clone? What's this? Epoch Defense is a high-intensity third-person shooter meets tower defense hybrid where players must fortify their position, adapt and survive against relentless waves of enemies set in a war-torn world of Iron. Players take on the role of resistance fighters, defending critical power pylons. Okay. So, we've just got screenshots. No trailer to entice you. System requirements to be announced, but there's nothing really on there. Okay. What have we got? Memes at war. What's this? Let's have a look. Okay. So we've got... Do you know what? I think a lot of games nowadays could be perceived as Fortnite clones with a touch here of... So hold on. So it's kind of got the Call of Duty, you got score streaks, but you've got your kind of Fortnite style third person colourful characters / off the grid, I guess you could probably say. Okay. Memes at War is quite a strange name for a game, but it's different. So Memes at War is a high quality first person shooter that allows players to play with their favourite meme character, multiple game modes and maps that ensure a great gameplay experience. Win battles on the battlefield of Memes at War and climb the weekly leaderboards to earn rewards in, that looks like a $ MMA. This is a classic style first person shooter in the way we love and appreciate it. Dynamics that feel realistic with a twist of sci-fi. Right, so that's first person. As in, that picture is, but that's third person. So unless you're able to switch between, I guess, maybe. But to have two pictures that are both third person is a bit odd. Let's watch that trailer again. Now in the trailer, he's walking around third person, look. Third person. Third person. That's all third person views, guys. That's not first. Okay. Interesting. Right, okay. What's this revenge? Sorry, guys. I'm just literally just going through this because I just wanted to see what it's all about. Okay, so Cyberpunk-esque. Okay. Okay, this seems more like it would be a mobile game. Am I wrong, guys? Does it look like a mobile game? I ain't gonna lie, but it's not that bad. I mean, visuals look great. It is very cyberpunkish. And we all seem to love a bit of cyberpunk. But so Revenge is a co-op PvE shooter where players and spectators join forces against the M-A-R-A. The sense of environments invading Everreach. Fight, digital creatures, right? Recover powerful artifacts and prove your skill by surviving to claim your place at the top and save the future. Right, so I mean, what are the specs on this one? Okay, so obviously they're asking for a higher specs, all right. So I'm guessing these are classed as minimum, right, guys? Because I think a lot of people have a lot higher processors now, but 8th gen still works. Right. Well, guys, so far, going through this, I don't see a lot.
City, the chaos and destruction.
Okay, so they're saying this. If you've seen from the end of that, guys, they are literally saying it's going to be on Steam and Epic Games. Right. So the trailer doesn't do it a lot, just, I mean, graphically, obviously, it looked great, but I think we're all more inclined to see actual gameplay from the actual game itself as a trailer, because a lot of games do the theatrics, which is great, but what can it do? So, intense and fun team-based free-to-play multiplayer shooter. Fight hard to survive on the streets, overrun by broken, violent robots in a brutal post-human society. Okay, so read that, guys, if you wish. So they're stating on this game, become part of the global esports community. Join our tournaments alongside world famous esports teams. Challenge your skills and get a chance to join them. It's quite a statement. Okay. So system requirements again on the right hand side of the bottom. Again, it's only saying 15 gig of space. This must predominantly run on their Web3 more. So, anyway, Quest is closed. Gem Store doesn't work. For some reason, you have USD over here. Go back to the game section. The library again. So, I think this is a fairly new launcher anyway, guys. So, most of those games I showed you all say coming soon. You do have sections broken off. So, action, RPG, adventure, arcade, auto battler, battle royale games, board games. So they're broke up into sections, which is fine. I mean, what are they going to fight? Nothing. Yeah. Okay. All right. What's this? Events. Okay. Right. Well, guys. I don't know what to tell you apart from, I guess it's a random game launcher. But my main reason for coming here, guys, I just wanted to quickly review this website. Well, the GGEM launcher, which you have to install, by the way. So I will be scanning this with antivirus and malware. I've had a few rumours in the old mill on the old YouTube, which everyone does. But my main reason for coming here was looking at Paradise. Because as we all are, we're curious, but we'll try again. Click install, and it doesn't work. Does not work. Right, so boys and girls, cats and dogs, if you enjoyed that little breakdown briefly of the GGEM launcher, some new kid on the block that not a lot of people have heard of. We've only heard of it because of Paradise, XRPL. So would I suggest going on here yourself? It's up to you. Knock your socks off. But there's not a lot of games you can play straight off the bat. They're also coming soon. I think a lot of the system requirements for each game, considering how the videos look and visuals, don't seem to match up and marry very well, but that's just my opinion. You're all entitled to make your own opinions. Put them in the comments below. Other than that, guys, that's me. I am IchibanThug, and that was my quick review of GGEM Launcher. Drop your comments, and from now till then, I'll see you soon. Take care of yourself, people.